I put out a video about a year ago saying why I think nylon string is so much better than steel string. Nothing really against steel string, I just really like nylon string, and I'd like to tell you why in that video. But I kept getting this comment that, yeah, nylon string guitar is okay, but everybody knows you can't bend nylon strings. And I got this comment over and over and over. So in this video, I want to really put that to the test. Can you bend nylon strings? Let's find out. So there you go. It's true, you can't bend on nylon string. Acoustic guitar is a little bit harder no matter what. Steel string guitar, I think, is even harder to bend because the tension on the strings is generally a higher tension. So the thing that the steel string does have the advantage on is more sustain and a little more of that bitingness that's going to cut through. And you might like that, and that's your preference. But in terms of actually being able to bend, it's not that hard. Certainly on a half bend, like we did on something, going. I mean, that's a really, really easy bend, easier than on a steel string acoustic. Electric guitar, if you have light gauge strings, super easy to bend on those. But you can even do a full bend. Harder to do bends down here on any guitar. So here, when we're in the middle of the string is looser and we can bend more. So you might have to bend the actual string more, but it's easier to bend than you would on an acoustic. Acoustic guitar, it's harder to bend, but you don't have to bend as much to get the result you're looking for. Depends on the gauge of strings. But if I want to go from this note to that note, a whole step, a full bend, there it is. And a half bend is definitely easy. Bend it down or up. Down here is hard to bend on any guitar, but we still can do it. So I think some people have taken it as axiomatic, if that's the right way to use that word, that you can't bend or you shouldn't bend on nylon strings. And I think that's mainly because you never hear classical guitarists bending strings. And it's just because it's not written in the music they're reading. I mean, Bach didn't write any bends in there because he wasn't bending lute strings back then. But you certainly can do it. And you'll even hear it in some modern flamenco stuff and vibrato for sure. And I think there's a lot of electric, what we would consider more modern electric guitar elements that we should be playing on nylon string guitar, because why not? There's so much more you can do on nylon string guitar than you thought. And if you haven't seen that highly controversial video of mine about nylon string versus steel string, check it out right here and leave a comment calling me an idiot.